Hi guys, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to measure yourself. I have this measurement sheet that I uploaded for you that has a lot of detailed measurements when we're building a garment from scratch or creating our own pattern. But I'm going to go over just the basic measurements that you guys need to determine what size to make of your pattern projects. So first thing you need to know is your bust measurement. The bust measurement is right at the fullest part, and when you measure somebody, you want to be confident in what you're doing, and you also want to make the other person comfortable. If you come at them and press right into their boob, that's going to make them uncomfortable. So when I take their measurements of their chest, I say, could you please put your arms out? And then wrap around them, and I put the measuring tape right in the middle, and then so that I'm not touching them because you don't want them to feel uncomfortable. I also am making sure that my measuring tape is not doing this, that it is staying horizontal, and so that is the bust measurement. This dress form is a 34. For waist measurement, you want to measure your natural waist. So this is a 28. Your natural waist, the waist is easy to see on the dress form, but on a person, you want to find, like I'm wearing this, not well-fitting sweatshirt, and my jeans come to my high hip, which is where my hip bones are. So that you don't want to measure here and say that's your waist measurement. Your waist measurement is up here where you break. Like if you're doing, I'm a little teapot, that's where you break. That's where your natural waist is. Next, we're going to go to hip. Like I said, there's two hip measurements that you need. Your high hip, which is your hip bones, and then your low hip, which is the fullest part of your butt. So 34 on her high hip. Again, I'm making sure that it's horizontal to the ground. And then you want to get the fullest part of the butt. And that's different on different people. This one has a tiny butt, 37, that's a small hip. But a lot of people, they carry their butt like a little lower, or maybe you gotta include like the side. But in either case, when you go to take a measurement, make sure they don't have any bones and keys and wallets and stuff in their pockets. And then make sure that it is level. And you don't want to measure them right here in the front on their pubic bone. That is uncomfortable for someone that you've just met. So you move it over here so that you're touching them kind of on the outside side of their leg. What's next? Your measurements going down. So that's your around measurements, and we're going to go down. So to do the inseam, again, you don't want to stick your hand in someone's crotch. So I take the end of the tape measure and I tell them, make sure you are standing up straight and looking straight ahead, because if you're standing like this, you can get an accurate measurement. But if the actor goes like that, that's not going to be accurate. So I take the end of the tape measure with a little tail, and I stick it like this. I hold it here at their inner thigh, and then measure down to the floor. So that's inseam. Outseam is from your waist, on the outside of your leg, from the waist down to the floor. Or if you're doing a dress or shorts or whatever else that you might need a different measurement, above knee, below knee, calf, ankle, floor. But you have to start from the natural waist and measure down. Some other measurements that might be helpful, they're a little bit more detailed, is your center front nape to waist, nape, N-A-P-E. The nape is like the little pit right here at the base of your neck between your collarbones. So right about there, at that point from here down to your waist. This one is 14. And so when you're looking at your pattern piece, you can pick the commercial pattern that's closest to your measurements, and then say you're a really tall or really short person, that maybe you want to check this out to make sure that it's going to fit you in the length of the torso. Same thing with in the back. The nape of the back is way up here at the base of your neck, and so you want to measure that down to your waist, 16. And that'll help you just get the pattern closer than if you just let it be as is. You want to get it as close as you can when you're first cutting it out so that you can do less adjustments later. And that's our basic measurements.